Okay, guys, today's gamble day. We've got to run the wash, and it's pretty much going to be a gamble. The wash plant's not running at the moment, not running properly at least anyway. And instead of processing it through the hatch that I normally do, we've put a conveyor belt in, and that's not working. So I'm going to have to basically stand up the top and try and run the conveyor belt the same time as the processing plant's working. So I can only do about 2 wheelbarrows at a time. So I'll be up and down the ladder. Yeah, here we go. I'm just basically going to go down the ladder, no up at this stage. But yeah, all day I pretty much climbed up and down the ladder. Now you need to be pretty secure. We are dropping down 12.5 meters to the floor. So safety first, hand, foot, pretty easy. You just got to, I did this 20 something odd times for the day, down and back up again. So yeah, just enjoy the little ride. If you're squeamish with, like tight spaces or big falls, yeah, this is not that great. But yeah, you do get used to it. That's the main thing. You might be a little bit nervous the first couple of times, but you do get used to it. And you can see me there with the shovel. I'm actually getting rid of a little bit of material that dropped through my boots. And what happens if too much material's there, the bucket doesn't stop. It just keeps on, unraveling. So you got to make sure there's no rocks or material there, that the proxy sensor won't stop the bucket. So yeah, we're just waiting for the bucket at the moment. We'll have a bit of a water bottle in it and a power cord, and away we go. We'll show you where we're going to have a dig. Downstairs, as you can see, and we've got this bench to clear. We're trying to get maybe to where I'm sitting today. Would be amazing result, because there's massive big billies here, and I'll show you that in a second. And if we can get this bench cleared, this spot's been so good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, big sapphires. But come have a look at it. So big rocks, obviously big billies, they're all piled up there. There's one there. Slow water here that that you can see goes all the way to the ground, and you can see the difference between that colour there, that colour there, and that colour there. It's almost like light and day. So there has been an obstruction here somewhere to slow all that water down, or the wash has come from the top and then peeled down, and then the top again and peeled down here, and there's granite floaters there, and I really want to get to that side too. Now, to scale wise, scale wise, I'll give you a look at it. This is it's about a half a metre or so, or so maybe 600. So that's the oh jeez, tired. That's the shovel. That's what they call them. Geez, you didn't know they were called shovels? Now you know they're called shovels. So that's the shovel. I'm trying to get to here today. So that sort of bench is about normally 3/4 of what I do. So that'll be close to 30 wheelbarrows. And I've got to do them almost one at a time. I'm going to try to do them 2 at a time in the processing plant and see what happens. I'll film it upstairs and explain it, when I do it. But today it's got to get on business time, so it's almost 6:30 now. I've got to get going. But yet I've got to get sapphires to pay for this wash plant. So, yeah, without further ado, here comes sapphire. Well, let's hope here comes sapphires. Look, I'm going to bring you back if I find anything in the wash, but I'm not really going to be looking that hard today. I'm going to be digging, process, climbing that ladder like 5 million times today. I am not looking forward to that. These little legs, bandy legs of mine,
It looks like I've been riding horses all my life, but I definitely haven't. They call them pigeon legs, you know. If you know what a pigeon is, that's my legs. All right, let's get it on. Okay, it's happened. It won't pay for the wash plant, I don't think. It's not big enough. But Sapphire, let's check it out, huh? All right, kind of hard to see. And actually, I'm going to need my torch back. It's here somewhere. See that ironstone here? So you can see that big piece of ironstone and ironstone there. And I was like, that is sapphire. Kind of hard to see. Let's have a look at it together. Bench to sit on. Oh, it's got colour. Got a heap of junk on it. Let's have a look at it. It's shattered. You can see a crack there and a crack there. But I mean, it's nice colour. We just dropped that. So let's get you in a bit closer and have a look. Now, if you can see what I can see in real life, those are, they're actually colour banding, but it has a crack there, and I think it has a crack here, by the looks of things, you know. Anyway, we just dropped it for a third time. We've lost it to the ether. Ah, here it is. Found it. Okay, we're going to throw that one upstairs, make sure the wash plant's working. It might clean up all right, but I don't think so. It's got those bands in it. I mean, it's a nice little size, not a great thickness. So yeah, let's just throw it in. Can I camera and do this at the same time? Perfect. Sapphire is what we came for, and I've only really done a little bit, and I'll show it to you. Yeah, I've only taken that little hunk off. So, you know, done 2 wheelbarrows upstairs. There's a lot of iron poking out, good stuff on the floor. So let's get excited. Yeah, we're on again. I'm so thankful this spot's not done. Just all the wash plant. Anyway, forget about the wash plant. We got a sapphire. I haven't had a look yet. We'll pop it out and have a look and see what it turns into. So let's have a look. Okay, it's just in here. So that's it there. That's it there. Still got a bit of junk on it, obviously. You know. Let's have a look at it. You can't see through it, but it does have a bit of sparkle here and there. It's not clear in the hand, but they don't have to be clear in the hand to be beautiful. Come on, torch turn on? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's cracked. So you can see the lines in it like that. It's cracked. Good colour. Oh, there might be a useful part in it when we wash it up. It might be that end there. But the fact that, you know, I can rotate it around and we can't really get a good... Yeah, I think they're cracks. Oh well, we might have a good part in it, but it's definitely a light little colour. Look at that colour. No. I'm not going to trust the pulsator on this one just yet. The fact that we can't see through that way means there's got to be a shatter in there somewhere, and I think I see them on the side there. So yeah, I don't think this one will make bank, but it is colour. It is nice colour, and we're going to literally throw it into there, testing the plant, you know. See how good it goes. I'll show you why they're coming out, and you'll see the size of this big jug up here. You think, oh my god. Have a look at that size of that billy. Now that's my foot, so it's from here right through, and it finishes over here somewhere. It's, you know, that round. There's another one here, and I just popped it out from this area here. I think it was down here or down here. That sapphire come out. So if there's one of those there, we're on. Just means that, you know, those big billies like that and like that, they hold the water back, and we're digging old riverbed, and where the sapphires have been washed into, these hold stuff back, and then we're taking, you know, a big chunk of floor with us, and you can see how there's material embedded into the floor. So, you know, when we've got material bedded in the floor like that, you need to take a good hunk of it, and then we just step on it to break it up. You'll need more stepping than that, and then that'll release all the sapphires or whatever that was trapped up in that, and that's pretty much it. And then we go up and wash it. At the moment, the wash plant, oh, what's that? Just gonna, no, that's ironstone. That little bit there's ironstone. That's a heavy indicator, and we've got ironstone all the way through this stuff. I'm going to start washing the product because we've got sapphire. Yeah, excited, happy. It's 9 o'clock, and it's taken me 9 o'clock to almost do 10, and normally it would take me you know, till about 8:30 to do 10, and then I'd, you know, come back down and almost have another lot done. So it's taking longer today, but we're getting sapphire, so let's see what we end up with.
Okay, so we're coming up the ladder. So you can hear the wash plant running and all. So I left the wash plant running the whole entire time. And so this is what I mean about I had to climb up and down the ladder every single time I wanted to do watch. I'd actually put one full bucket up there and then, turn it on properly, get the pulsator working, get the trommel working, and then turn the conveyor on. So you can see me turn the conveyor on, and then I have to force feed it because it just didn't have the minerals to shift that conveyor. So that motor's not good, the keyring's not good. So pretty much I had to, grab it and shift it along. And this is what I did for each bucket, every bucket. So doing 22 or 20 for the day was a massive effort. So I climbed up and down, at least 20 times. And a couple of extra times. You can see a little bit spill there as well. All that hopefully will be fixed for not next episode, the following episode after that. Fingers crossed, I can get that wash plant working and just get more material.
What a day, guys. Wash plant's up and running finally. Still not, the way I want it, but you just have to work with what you got, right? So let's go check that pulsator, see if there's anything there. The sun is a demon today. Shirt's off, I'm getting some rays, trying to make my health a bit better, get some vitamin D. So yeah, let's go check this pulsator, fingers crossed. Well, we know we've got two, right? So they've been put up and we know they've got those two. They're not cutters, I don't think, because, by the looks of them, they're shattered as. But let's have a look in here. Fingers crossed we have just one to save the day. It'd be nice. We did end up doing 20 wheelbarrows, so 20 little wheelbarrows, not like the big manly ones I'm used to, but we'll see. We're going to try and do some tomorrow as well. Okay, that's a good sign, those big irons like that. Let's we want them, a ton like this. That'd be good. That way we know we're on it, but those mustard irons are pretty good. Mind you, 20 wheelbarrows. I'd expect a bit more. That place had I just kept on seeing dark irons left, right and centre. And I was thinking, oh gee, that looks like a bit like a sapphire, but they're just those dark irons flashing around at me. Oh, there's one. Oh, look at that crystal. I don't know whether you guys can see that, but that is crystal. Let's have a look at it, see if it's got any cracks in it. Oh, that looks alright, but I mean, it's a piece off something though. Check that out. That is a piece, like a slither. Look at that, off something, but it looks like pure crystal. We give it a wash and have a look inside. That's a good start. It's a real good start. Ah, yes, please. There's another one in the corner here. It's a bit of nothing, but something. It's still sapphire. Looks like spinel. Yeah, that's spinel. What's that? That's spinel. Spinel. Zircon. Oh, we've saved the day. Oh, that spot keeps on making me happy. In the back corner, there's something in the back corner. Oh, yeah, look at that too. Woo! Yeah, baby. What's that? It's sapphire, but it's all junked out. This corner's been a little gangbuster. It's a little fragment of a sapphire. Zircon. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a look at the back here again. That's sapphire. It looks like sapphire. Oh, a little cutie. That's another little cutie. We don't want the little ones, we want the big one. Ironstone. There's a sapphire.
Look, where'd it go? Oh. Am I just the dumbest person in the world? Was that a sapphire or not a sapphire? Anyway, if it's not, we'll find it again. Something there. Spinel. If you're wondering, I'm looking from way back here and I can't see a goddamn thing. Look, there's a little chip. Something. So once I finish here, I normally go back and have another look. It's spinel. It's a piece of black spinel. Gee, we're on the spinels. Yep, spinel. Let's see what. Ah, there's a sapphire. I can see that now. They're a bit closer to me. That's just a bomb. What's this? Oh, it's a nice little hunk. I'll have to see what's in it upstairs. But that looks... shit. I have to have a look inside. But that's a good sign, guys. That's 2 cutters for the day. Well, 3, actually, because that other little one. This is one we found downstairs by the looks of things. What's that? It's sapphire. It's got some colour in it. We're going to have to look at that inside, gents. Yeah, that spot. Holy. Oh, there's another little sapphire here. Oh, a little greenie. Maybe. That's a maybe. Just when I thought, you know, like I shifted that massive big billy too, you know, like that billy's obviously held some material around it. Look, zircon. Sapphire? Zircon sapphire? Shit, we'll have to have a look at that inside. I think it's a zircon. It's a sapphire, it's definitely cuttable, that's for sure. That's a rock. That's a star sapphire. You can see the bronze in it. Yeah, we've done unreal today. Holy. Even my eyes, I can't. That's spinel. I can't see a thing. Because I've got the glare in my eyes, and I've got sapphire in my mind. Oh, it's so good. Now, I was running this pretty rich today, so we're just going to have a little quick look, but that's a great take. After all the trials and tribulations, that'll pay for the wash plant. That'll pay for the wash plant. Oh, what's that? That's just a black rock. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this off camera. Get a proper torch out, give a headlight lamp and just lean over the top of it. Anyway, I'm going to successfully go through this, just seeing if there was a 300 carat to just creep it in there, but no luck. Alright, inside we go. Okay guys, it's weigh up time, and that's the spinel. Like, I do feel super lucky that we got all that stone, you know, like with all the wash plant dramas and all the issues we've faced, you know, to only do 22 buckets and then this stuff. You know, I've checked this off camera and I'll have to show you on camera as well, but it's, you know, 55 carats. This piece is around about 12 or 15 or whatever it was. You know, this one we found underground. We found, that's a little bit different one. We found that one underground as well. And they're all the big ones. And then obviously we found a couple of little gorgeous ones as well. So I'll show you that. We're all up weighing it. Come on now. The zircons look like they're clean and clear as well. You know, so I really did score heavily today. Normally 188.4, did score phenomenally today. And the trials and tribulations just puts a smile on my face, you know, like very, very lucky. So let's go through a couple of those. I'll take that off, you know, and tear it back again. Let's have a look at this one. First of all, the big bruiser. Now, this stone will have to be cut right through there, but you can see how there's a section, like this section is not very good, but you can see how there's an actual section in it that will go all right, and at 55 carats, that's a better angle of it. So it'll be sliced through here, and yeah, that's a much better angle of it. It's just that, you know, we can't see through it because of this section here, so we've got to get rid of that section. And there's, look, a little bottom section in it as well. Look at that. So it just needs a good slice, and you can see how that there is actually where the crystal grows. It grows from there out and there out. So where the crystal grows is just, I don't know, it's having a little bit of a party. Having a hard time with things, but you can see there's good material in there, so we just need to get at that good material. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what this one ends up like. You know, there's obviously a big crack there, but you know, cleaned it up and it could go, you know, okay. It's going to be a dark stone, or you know, like I like to call it a midnight stone, but that was 55 carats. Now let's have a look at the one that I really am kind of thinking to myself, it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. Now I want to turn this, yeah, I want to get my torch in the right aspect, because this, believe it or not, actually I might just put a different light on it. There you go, that's what you need to see. So see how it's actually like a blue center. It looks like a blue pharaoh's eye. So see that? Yellow around the outside, and that blue seems to go right through the middle. Look at that. So instead of being yellow, you know, blue with a yellow eye, and you could, maybe that's table. It's really hard to sort of narrow down, you know, where table and where cross table is. But look at that. It's yellow around the outside with blue in the middle. How crazy is that? You know, hopefully, it's so hard to have a look at them, have to look into it, cut a window on it, because there's so much, you know, stuff on the outside. But this was, I was showing this little light in the eye. That was 9 carats, you know, like if we can get a couple of carats out of that, holy, if we can get a, you know, like that sorted out as well. Now check this out. This is the flat piece, and look at the color on this. Can't really shine the torch because it just shines straight through it. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It does have a few little cracks and a few little issues like that, and it is thin, but look at that. And that is table there. It's got some junk on the side there. It'll have to be cut, you know, 90 degrees off table, but I don't think it'll hurt that stone. Look how gorgeous that stone is. It's got that yellow blue mix. It'll probably end up teal. It may need a heat, but I don't think it does. And it looks like it's been chipped, like I said before, it looks like it's been chipped off a bigger piece. So you can see how big that piece was. Now, if we could get the big piece, that'd be unreal too. But let's give it away. 19 carats, yeah, like 20 carats. If we can get 4 or 5 carats out of that, yeah, amazing. Might get a couple of 3, you know, 2 caraters out of it. Where's my little special baby here? Look at this thing. That's yellow in the middle, but I can't obviously look shine, like cross table's crazy clear. So I don't think this needs heat actually. I think it'll be able to be cut and you're going to lose a little bit. So there's a bit of a dip, a bit of a bucket in there. So, you know, that needs to be flattened out, but it's kind of deep. So you'll get a beautiful emerald out of it, like a skinny little emerald. It'll be amazing. There's this one's super cloudy. I'll just turn the light off it that way. It's super cloudy, but it weighs 3.25 carats. Maybe even get a carat out of that. You know, just because of the shape of it, it'll cut well. You know, and then zircon wise, good little zircon. You know, another good little zircon. And then I think that was it. Oh no, one more zircon. So that zircon weighs 4 carats. You get a carat and a half out of that, easy peasy, because that's the cleanest zircon that we've got. Look at that, beautiful little piece. So all up, you know, in possibles and probables, out of 188 carats, like, you know, it just baffles me. Like today has just been ups and downs. You know, 120 would be great. 102.6. A lot of that's going to disappear in cutting though. Yeah, just so good. Just so good. You know, I busted my hand apart. You can see it's all swollen as well. I shoved it where it shouldn't be shoved, and that's a lesson. You know, you can't put your hand in the way of trommels or anything like that. But what I've done is I've bathed it in fresh water and then threw a bit of hydrogen peroxide in it. So tonight when I have a shower, I'll hit it with hydrogen peroxide as well, and that'll kill all the nasties and the bacteria and all that sort of stuff that we could be getting out here, because we don't want to get infected out here, that's for sure. It'll turn a bad time into a really shit time. So yeah, with all that stone, which was a fantastic day. Still waiting for a few to get cut, and I'm going to show you a heat treating gone wrong. So yeah, wait for that. So some stone it cooks the color out of them and makes them actually go murky. But this was fantastic. This is no heat, beautiful stone. Let's check it out. It was 8 point something carats to start off with, and then it just turned into something spectacular. Okay, so check this out. This was the blue that I thought had a blue eye, but it was actually just the wrong orientation, so I got that completely wrong. But look at that stone. It is just like in any light, it just has a huge amount of depth. It's this beautiful blue, rich, it's like a sky blue, like a morning sky blue. Here's a different light. It's probably a better light. Yeah, just a beautiful stone. Here's a different light. This thing just, it dances in any type of light. Now, I don't have the best light at the moment out here. That's better. Look at that thing go. Yeah, out of all the stones, this was hopefully going to turn into a big 4 carat, almost 5 carats. But there was a crack in it, as per usual, and now it's 2.3, but just a stunner of a stone. It does have like this really light morning sky blue to it, and then it has a little bit of that touch of yellow, and I don't know whether you can see it, but yeah, it almost turns teal on the sides, and then it just goes back to that beautiful sky blue. Yeah, this isn't the best light either. I'm trying to get you guys, that's the colour of it down the bottom there, but it just shines so beautifully. Yeah, so
And that's probably the best shot of it right there. 2.3 carats, available on aussiegemahunter.com.au. Get on, grab it. And then if you want a ring, we do rings as well. So yeah, we can turn that into your wildest dreams.